Alright guys, Sensation back at you for another fantastic video today. I was going through motherboards and I started doing it last night and I'm back at it today. So let me show you what I mean by going through motherboards. I was trying to remember where some of them come through. I've just been going through boxes and pulling them out, right? So you try to remember where some of them come from. Some of them you can remember, some of them you can't, right? This one I had to think real hard on where it come from. And then after I started looking at the capacitors and stuff on it, I said it come from Goodwill, the store in Tallahassee. That's right, when I went up there and I bought some stuff. I bought this motherboard as broken because it had an i7-2600 in it. And you guys will remember this if you've watched the videos for a little while. The i7-2600 come out of this, went into the motherboard out of a Gateway DX4870. And I took the motherboard out of it because the Gateway didn't have USB 3.0 ports and the motherboard had a provision for it. I built a hell of a game and budget PC and I sold it on Marketplace for Christmas time. That's right. So I assumed, I think we tested the motherboard and it didn't work with the 2600X in it. So I put the i3-2130 out of the Gateway back into this board, okay? I have the board sitting here. I don't have it hooked up or anything, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to put memory in it. I want to go back to this board. I've looked over it. There are some caps that have been laid over on it. Here, you can check it out too. So there you go right there. You can see some caps laid over a little bit, right? See how that's been over a little, that's been over a little. These are bent over a little. These bigger caps back here have been over a little. Thing's got some caps on it too, guys. So it's definitely got some stuff bent over a little bit. There's no doubt about that, right? But will it affect whether or not it works? That's the question. I have my test power supply somewhere around here. So could we marry an HP board to a Gateway case? If it's good, I mean, we could try, right? If it's good, we could try. So we need to plug our power supply in. It looks like we're hooked up and ready to go here. So let's get our power supply. Let's turn this on and... that's front audio. That's something else there. It says front USB, but doesn't look like USB. Is that our front panel? It doesn't say so. Ooh, what's this over here? F panel. So I think this is it here. Yep, we got nothing. Oh, look, we got something. We got a fan turning. It ain't smoking. Them capacitors aren't popping it. We posted. Son of a gun. Look at that. i3-2130 CPU at 3.4 gigahertz. Right there. 8 gigabytes of DDR3. Channel A and Channel B showing up. BIOS revision date 6/13 of 2011. So, we posted, guys. I don't think this posted with the 2600 in it. I honestly don't. Maybe one of you will remember on the video without me going back and checking, but I thought I checked this board. I think I give $20 or $25 for the board and the 2600. So it didn't come with an I/O shield or anything. I assumed it was taken out of HP and the motherboard was bad. That's why it was at the Goodwill. But I figured with a bad board, the CPU would be good, and the CPU was good, so I just figured the board was bad. And it was in the bad box. That's why you go back through the bad box, guys, because sometimes what's in the bad box isn't. And I was going to pull the CPU out of it when I decided, let's just put it up here and test it, right? That's why I looked at it to see what CPU was in it, because most of the time, if they're dead, it's the CPU, it's the motherboard that's bad, and the CPU's fine, right? So I pulled the CPU out. I was going to pull the CPU out, but I have, you know, a test power supply, so why not throw it up here and test it first? And thank goodness we did, because we would have thrown away a good working micro ATX board. Well, where that comes into play Because when I found this board, going through the boxes over there, I thought about a case, and it was the Gateway case. And I walk over in my case pile, and there it is. So, is it sacrilegious? Would that be the right word? Or is it ideal to put a HP motherboard in a Gateway case? Who would even know? Other than the fact that it might light up Hewlett-Packard, right? Who would even know that it's wrong besides me? Anybody that's seen it turn on, probably. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Or should it be against all the rules? Marrying a HP motherboard into a Gateway case. And you know I'm a stickler on I/O shields, so what are we going to do about that? We don't have an I/O shield. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know what we're going to do about it. I don't know if I can find an I/O shield for it. I can look on eBay and see if China repops one for it, or I doubt it. I mean, the BIOS version's from 2011. So that tells you how old this board is. It's a 2nd gen Intel, for crying out loud. And it's a i3-2130, so that's not really anything to write home about, right? And then, Mom, Dad, look at this 2130 Intel I found. Oh my gosh. She's a beast. Well, we don't want to do that. We'll rip the whole power cord out. So let's unplug that. We got to get stuff cleaned off if we're going to get that case up and take a look at it. Does it hurt to look, guys? Honestly. We can take a look at it, right? It don't hurt nothing. So let me get the Gateway case, set this stuff to the side. We'll get the case up here, see if this board actually fits in there. And we'll see if the cables can reach and, you know, this or that. But just hang tight. We're going to get to it. I found our beauty. Look at this. There's our DX4870 Gateway. It says it come with an Intel Core i3. That's because the processor and that motherboard come out of this originally. HDMI's, Windows 8, Gateway, DX4870, card reader, 2 USBs on it. Flip it around here. There's our side panel. There's our back panel. Let's see the specs on it. Are we ready? Let's see if I can get your teeth up in there. So the specs are... You're too far away. Hold on. Well, maybe you can get your teeth on it now. We got a Windows 8 Intel Core i3 processor 2130, Intel HD graphics, a terabyte hard drive, 6 gigs of DDR3 memory, DVD super multi-drive, and a multi and 1 media card reader. So that's what that says on the side of it. And this is a Gateway. It should be a DX4870. I've owned quite a few of these. DX4870 USB 308. So there it is. Manufacture date, are you ready? 11/8 of 2012. So there it is. It's dusty. I'm gonna fast forward you guys. We're gonna do a little cleanup on this thing, and then we're gonna see if our HP motherboard will fit down in this case. And I can tell you that I've already looked at I/O shields on eBay and I can't find one for that motherboard. So that sucks, right? But I can also tell you that I have an I/O mesh shield left from when I build another one, and that we could certainly try that. And I'll fast forward you a little bit. I've already tried it. I did not do the best job cutting that damn I/O shield out. We got to do some adjustification. Is that a right word? We just need to cut out a little bit more, guys. It's not gonna hurt anything. I just want to make sure it's lined up with the holes as best as it can be, so we know what we have to cut out. Like right here, I know that if I grab this, I can go over here. Oh, Need to be up in that area right there. Go ahead and come back to that one. Oh, this is difficult, especially when it's in there, and that's why, because I just pushed it all out. So now I got to put all that back in. I showed you how to cut this shield out I'll include it on a different video actually, because this takes time, guys. So you got to get it right, and when I'm filming I can't worry about whether I got you on fast forward, what I want to show you on slow. So this is, I've cut the shield out, right? But I cut it small on purpose because I like to massage it to get it to fit right, okay? So I'm going to put that out there just like that. So I purposely cut the things small so I can massage the area a little bit. And this is why. Because when you put it in here and you go to line it up, and you got to get it to line up with all of it straight and center. We can't put screws in it to hold it. So I'm going to try to fast forward you and just leave you on fast forward. We'll see how it comes out. In so I could take a closer look at exactly what's gonna be in our way if we go to use it, and I need to get it eye level to do that, and I can see a little bit right here that still needs trimmed out, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You got to be careful because you'll start cutting close to the edges and it will break this thing, so that'll work. You can get to the audio ports there. Let's go. Looks like that USB and stuff there is fine. This one needs trimmed up a little bit, but let's test it, guys. We have all the cables to test. If they plug in, leave it, because the more you leave on it, quite frankly, the better it looks, right? Ethernet went right in. No problem there. So let's test our USB real quick. I don't have anything hooked up on the motherboard, so I will catch you guys back on for that. That USB is fine. That USB is fine. These USBs are not good, so that's the one we need to work on. And the way I'm going to do it is get down eye level with it like this. And then I'm going to go across the top. I want to be careful because we're so close to the other USBs that it will want to bust out naturally. Would it be the end of the world if it did? Probably not, guys. But do we want it to? Hell no, we don't. We want this thing to look slick, right? No. Nope, they're budget builds. That's all they're ever going to be. You're not going to set the world on fire with a second Gen i3. In fact, we probably need to upgrade it. Would be my thought, but man, that come out really nice if we keep from busting it off, right? Let me try to trim this out from the lower portion. Oh, she popped up in there and hit me in the face. Awesome. We like it when a plane comes together. No, we love it when a plane comes together, right? Oh, we did it, guys. We did it this time. We got working USB ports, working Ethernet ports, working... Well, we don't know if they work or not, but they're on there. And let's set it up so you can get your teeth on it. Being cut out and installed I/O shield. Right here. I/O mesh. Right here on SimStation's YouTube channel. I'm going to tell you guys what. I am not mad at that. Doesn't that look a lot better than not having an I/O shield? Be honest in the comment section. Doesn't that look a lot better, a lot cleaner? That's a pet peeve of mine. It really is. Especially when they sell kits like this so cheap. If you're going to build it and it doesn't have an I/O shield, guys, I recommend ordering this kit. Look at that. Everything works great, looks great. I'm going to quit barking up that tree. We're going to get back to the build here. Okay, my friends, so now that we're done playing around, I have went ahead and bolted the motherboard into this unit. And I was looking at the cable layout, and there's our 24 pin, there's our 4 pin, which doesn't seem to want to reach. So, oh, that's because it's stuck on the memory. There's our 4 pin, which seems to reach just fine. And our 24 pin, so we got power to it. Okay, how's our other stuff gonna match up here? Where does it go? So this is gonna be your front audio, and it looks like it's gonna plug in right over here. And this is just where this stuff was at in the case, guys. I didn't move none of this. It's almost like this board was meant to be in here. There's our USBs. Oh, the dead head should probably go this way, since these USBs are different than what most standard ones on boards are, and they're right next to the freaking capacitor, so you really want to be careful with this, guys. But it went in there real good. And front panel connector, don't tell me that's going to work. You would have to be kidding me right now if this works, guys. Where's the dead pin? The dead pin is right there. So if I put it this way, it's going to need to go this way. Is it going to work? Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. It's almost like it was made for this case. You can't make this up. This, I think, is for the card reader, and I bet you money that it'll plug in right here. Remember I said that said USB on it? You have to be kidding me right now, right? None of this could have just worked out that good. Did that HP board just work that good in this Gateway case? Did it? I mean, you seen it, right? I didn't make that up. I just hooked that up in about 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So, the only thing we got left to do is find a hard drive, power said hard drive, might as well hook our DVD player up at the top there, so we're going to need a SATA cable for that. And I took one out of this case, and I'll bet that's what it ran to. So, I'm going to work on getting a hard drive together, figuring out what flavor of Linux is going on it, and then we are going to testalize on it. Or do we do what I've been doing on these budget builds lately and test it with a full field of AI cards on iRacing? You talk about putting a load on a computer, guys, that'll put a load on a computer. We've already got that one plugged in. So this is going to be for our hard drive. Then I got to figure graphics out. I'm going to put a piece of two-face tape on this so we can reuse this clip right here. It probably yellowed out and come off over time, as you can see. But I will see if I can't get this cleaned off here and put some good... Cut me a good little piece of two-face tape to put on it, guys. My GoPro may or may not have went dead, and I got ahead of you a little bit. It's because I'm on a time crunch is why. So I couldn't waste a lot of time. The only thing I've done, though, is put the graphics card in it, honestly. The hard drive and the graphics card, that's it. And I don't even have this fastened yet. I'm probably going to fasten it up here with two-face tape or something. You can't see it, I just don't want it flopping around. You see the graphics cards in? I could clean that up a little bit too, probably. We got it all hooked up, and I'm going to tell you how far ahead I got. I have CachyOS on it. So I went ahead and installed Cachy on it for our testing, and we can try that out. I'm just making sure our I/O shield is sitting right, and it is. I am happy about the I/O shield, guys. Does it look factory? No. Does it look good? You damn right it does. You can't deny it. It just looks good on there. Maybe paint the whole case black. Then I thought about doing that to this case when I got it. And I thought about doing it to the other one, but it just, I don't think it adds us better aesthetics, but it doesn't really add value, guys. That custom work I try to stay away from a lot because quite honestly doesn't add value. We need a case fan for the back. Let's put it right here. We're going to need some screws. And I'm going to get my brand new screw pack from Amazon over there. And we're going to put 4 screws in this guy and get it plugged in. It's going to line up on the... What hole do you want to line up to? Outside holes. So we're going to get the first one started. Not going to run it in all the way. And go to our second one. That looks like a brand new fan, guys. I got that from that kid that I bought that 3800X motherboard from. We can run them down a little bit better now. We're going to need 2 more of those bad boys. They fit good. Those come out of my cheap Amazon kit, and they fit good, so these might turn out to be all right. I got someone coming to pick up a computer from me, so that's the wrong screw. We certainly pulled the wrong screw out there. We need a fan screw. That looked like a motherboard screw, guys. Alright, so let's pop the fan screw in real quick. We'll get these fan screws tightened up. We'll plug our fan in. And then I'll set you guys up on the monitor and we will see what we got. Or maybe, you know what? I'll set you guys up on the capture card. So we can do that. We'll unplug the display port here. And we'll put the HDMI cables in. And I'll do that off camera. And then the next time you see it, you'll see the screen. But here's the overlook. We ain't got the side panel on it because I do not have the hard drive mounted yet. But there is our HP motherboard married to our Gateway case. And that motherboard's from about the same era the case is, guys, so it worked out for us, and you can see it down there with the graphics card in it. That's our R9 270 graphics card. This ought to be a banger little budget build. Let me get the fan plugged in, and then you guys will see it when we go on the OBS recording. Well, you gotta be kidding me. All right, I got you set up on the Gateway HP hybrid right here. And I just went through and did a whole spiel on this and forgot to hit the record button, guys. So here we are back on it. I've done a video on CachyOS that you can find on the channel. But the only thing I put on here was Steam. And I'm going to show you where I got it from as we open it up. Gosh, that's opening up fast. Usually on the Linux, this thing wants to drag its tail. This one just popped right up, give us a desktop icon, and it's rocking and rolling, guys. All right, so let's go here. And when you are going to be greeted with this screen that I'm going to show you. I'll clear my throat out there. Welcome to CachyOS. This is the screen that's going to do everything for you. So if you want to look at the software repository to see what they have, here it is. You got 2,568 pages you can browse through to see what kind of software Cachy has in here. Or if you want to do it the easy way, install apps button. You go here, it's going to show you all your audio. So Audacious, Audacity, any of that's going to be on here. All the studio, mix, right there. And this is all stuff you can click and will install. If you go to internet browsers, I use Chrome. And I don't see Chrome on here, so maybe that's something I can go and find. No, I don't. I see Firefox, I see Chromium, and I see Brave. Let me go to the repo and take a look here. I'll put in Chrome. I got nothing coming up even in here, guys. So I'm going to have to do a sudo pacman. install on it, but I'm not going to do it now. We're updating Steam and I don't have time. I just wanted to do that quick run through. The only thing I want you to download and install out of that to start off with, and this is going to be very helpful for you. Look at that. Steam's updated and ready to be signed into. That didn't take long, did it? All right, so the only thing that's this is the first thing I put on these. It is called Hardware Info. Where's it at? Hardware Info 2, right there. This has all kinds of useful information when it comes to your computer build. And you can find it right in that repository. So I do this, and there's even some benchmarks in here that you can do. Like, let's say you want to run a multi-thread benchmark, run it. And it'll show you how it does. It'll show you how your CPU does right there. Boom. And it scores it out and tells you what it compares to. Okay. Oh, we beat a 4th gen i3. Nice. And you can do that with your GPU. You can test your memory, your storage speed, your cache memory. What is that? Oh, it did okay on that one too, it looks like. Like it's right on par with its cousins. All the other ones. I might look for a bigger processor, 26 or 2700 for this on eBay. So I may choose to do that. I'm going to go ahead now, though. We'll cut off the OBS part of it. I just wanted to show it working through the OBS. And I got a fan added to it, so we'll I'll shoot the closeout now. All right, guys, for all intents and purposes, we have a Gateway DX4870. Hit the power button like normal, and she lights up like normal. You can see we're using our front USB. You go around the back, you might notice something a little bit off. There's the I/O shield. And look at what we found. That little fan that I got is RGB. I didn't even know that. You couldn't tell it by looking at it, but I'll be a son of a gun if it's not lighting up, right? Pretty colors inside the back case. That's all it's got. Trust me. There's your side view of it. It is vented on the side to suck air in. It might need that, right, for cooling. Excuse me. I'm signing in the Cachy again. I haven't put Windows on it to do the iRacing test, but I wanted to give you the run through when it was put together here, right? So you see what it is, the i3-2130. We got RGB going in the back now, our I/O mesh shield. For our I/O shield, come out pretty darn nice. R9 270 graphics. Went ahead and upgraded it to 16 gigabytes of RAM, because we're going to need that for doing our iRacing testing anyway. Don't know what we're going to do with that build. We could sell it, because we could. I mean, we could sell it like it is, probably. Just a banger budget PC, but I don't know with the i3 in it if it's going to do anyone any good. If it was a 10th gen i3, like I got in another one of them, then I would say yes, it'll definitely do somebody some good. But being 2nd gen i3, I can say that it probably won't do anyone any good. But I'll do the closeout, and we will, I'll discuss what my plans are.